Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a short story I actually wrote called The Magical Donuts.
Oh, fun. So this is our source material.
Exactly. It's about a baker, Mabel, who gets a bit experimental with her donut recipes.
Okay.
And our mission here is really to see what we can pull from this story about, creativity, handling mistakes, teamwork, maybe even finding happiness.
Interesting. It's amazing how even a simple story, like a whimsical one, can hold lessons about these big ideas.
Right. So Mabel, she wasn't just thinking regular donuts. No, she wanted magical donuts.
Uh-huh.
She's got enchanted sugar, something called giggle dust, and this is key, dragon pepper flakes.
Dragon pepper flakes. Okay, that sounds potent.
Yeah, you could say that. It started with pure enthusiasm, this grand vision.
That initial spark, that drive to do something different is where
Yeah.
innovation often starts, isn't it? But you have to wonder about the foresight bit.
Of course.
Yeah, like how much thought really goes into what might go wrong when you're caught up in that creative excitement.
Well, in Mabel's case, maybe not enough, because the consequences were something else.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, so Benny the Bunny takes a bite, and bam, he's bouncing off the walls. Literally.
Wow.
Zoe the zebra sneezes and turns invisible. Leo the lizard suddenly starts belting out opera.
Opera. Seriously.
Seriously. And poor Grandpa Gus just floats up to the ceiling completely asleep, snoring away.
Goodness, that really paints a picture of unpredictability, doesn't it? You mix new things together.
And you don't always get what you expect. It definitely makes you think about, risk in any new project.
Absolutely. So what did Mabel do? She must have tried to fix it.
Oh, she tried. She whipped up a batch of anti-magic muffins, counteract the donuts.
Logical enough, muffins seem safer.
You'd think. But nope. The muffins had their own effects. People started barking when they yawned, barking. Others started glowing in the dark, and some could only speak in rhyme.
Oh my. So the fix
Mm.
made it worse.
Yeah.
Or just differently chaotic.
Differently chaotic, I'd say. It really shows how trying to patch a problem can sometimes just, create new ones. When do you keep fixing versus just stopping?
That's a great question, a pivot point.
But here's where it gets interesting. Mabel didn't just throw her hands up. She got the kids, the ones with the side effects, involved.
Ah, okay, how?
Well, Benny's nonstop bouncing, perfect for speedy deliveries around town. Zoe's sneeze invisibility, she became the ultimate line organizer, kept things orderly.
Huh. Turning a bug into a feature, sort of.
Exactly. And Leo's opera voice. Turns out it was great for shouting instructions over the chaos. Eat one muffin, then spin like a chicken. That kind of thing.
Ha, amazing. So collaboration was the key, taking these weird problems and reframing them.
Totally. It shows how different, even unexpected skills can suddenly become really valuable when you work together.
That's a fantastic point. Teamwork finding value in the unusual.
And it all led to the Sprinkleton Donut Festival. They just rolled with the weirdness.
They embraced it.
Completely. Everyone ended up having fun with the side effects. It became this big, happy, chaotic community party.
That's brilliant. It shows how changing your perspective on mistakes, seeing them maybe as opportunities.
Can lead somewhere really positive, yeah. Somewhere
Yes.
unexpected, adaptability.
And Mabel, what did she take away from it all?
Well, she changed her bakery sign. It went from something probably implying magic to simply magic optional, fun guaranteed.
Ah. So she learned the real magic wasn't necessarily the enchanted sugar.
Right. It was the laughter, the connection, the shared, slightly bonkers experience, the fun.
That's a lovely insight. The value isn't always the product itself, but the joy it brings, even accidentally. It's about the feeling, not just the plan.
So distilling this down,
Yeah.
what are the big takeaways from these magical donuts and anti-magic muffins?
Well, it seems like creativity is great, but maybe needs a little grounding, a bit more thought about those dragon pepper flakes.
Yeah, details matter. But also, mistakes aren't always the end of the world. Sometimes they're like detours to something better.
And teamwork can really unlock solutions you'd never find alone, especially when things get weird.
Finding the fun in the chaos seems key too, that happiness doesn't always follow the recipe.
Definitely. Embracing that unexpected element seems crucial.
So, a final thought maybe for you listening. Think about your own magical donuts, a time things went totally sideways, didn't go to plan at all.
Right. Did that mistake, that chaos, actually open a door to something surprisingly good?
What unexpected side effects popped up, and how did you, maybe, possibly, turn them into a kind of donut festival of your own? Something to chew on.